Knocks it back to Brian Smith. Smith going through. Smith is dispossessed. And Mark Wallace wins it back. Mickey Lorne towards Dwayne Maher. Handle on the ground. Free out to Balnacarrigy. There's a Kaluka man down now. It's James Nugent, I think. It's a poor free that goes down the line and out over the line. So Kalukan's 4-point lead stays intact for the time being. As Donny Carey goes to take the line ball the far side. Drives it into the middle of the field. Declan McGuinness is there. McGuinness gives it off to Wallace. Dwayne Maher. He leaves it to Rory O'Reilly. Rory O'Reilly left for the kick. That looks good. It's dropping in. David Bryan gets it the second time of asking. And that's going to be a free out. David Bryan with the free. Drives it out to the middle of the field. Mark Wallace seemed to pick that ball off the ground as he gave it off to Declan McGuinness. Declan McGuinness sends that ball in. I'm not sure who he was going for. I didn't find anybody as Jason Wallace comes on, I think, and just check that. 16 is Jason Wallace. So Jason Wallace is on, Mickey Lorne is coming off. So could be still feeling the effects of that neck injury. Mickey Lorne leaves the field as the kick out comes down the middle of the field and Barry Nee wins the loose break. John Shaw towards Briody. Derek Wallace is there. Derek Wallace doesn't win it. A great play by Derek Wallace as he comes out with the ball. And the captain leading by example as he drives that ball down the line. It's gone out over off the Kalukan man. And now Gary Wallace sends that ball in towards Dwayne Maher. He's dispossessed again, but it's gone out off a Kalukan man. And Maher takes the free. Makes it quickly towards Mark Murphy. So it's going to be a line ball to Kalukan. 26 minutes gone here in Cusack Park. Park Connaughton to the middle of the field towards Conor Jordan. Liam O'Reilly wins it. Goes under the legs of Barry Nee. Mark Wallace gets it back to Declan McGuinness. McGuinness to Jason Wallace. Jason Wallace back to Declan McGuinness. Declan McGuinness gets it to Willie Murta. There's a shield of orange jerseys around the ball as Balnacarrigy do very well. Great play. And it's gone through. And now Willie Murta. Jorhedgewan. Is it gone in? It's gone out for a... Oh, it's all going on in there in the goal mouth. So there's somebody been spoken to. Conor Jordan's been spoken to. As Dwayne Maher is going to take this 45. Major scramble in the goal out there. A major scramble in the goal out there, and Killucan come away unharmed as it goes out for a 45, and Dwayne Maher's going to take, and Dwayne Maher's going to take unsuccessfully. As that ball goes out to the right and wide, and the scoreline remains 7-3. Favour of Killucan. So just a little over a minute and a half to go here to half time as David Bryan steps up. I suppose to be a minute, maybe two with stoppages. As David Bryan's kick goes to the middle of the field, up they go, batted down, taken by Wallace, gets it off to Griffith Kearney. Griffith Kearney, a left for the kick in. Paul Connaughton's going to win that one though. Gets it off to Donny Carey. Carey coming away with the ball and gets to Pádraig Levy, and Levy are right for the kick. It's a huge ball out the far side. Derek Wallace goes across. Griffith Kearney. Wallace sends it in towards Dwayne Maher, and Maher's away now. And Dwayne Maher going through and goal. Dwayne Maher! Oh, it's gone out to the left and wide. And he maybe had time to carry that another little bit. It's easy to say from here, but he looked like he had time to carry that another little bit. He had goal on his mind when he had turned Paul Connaughton. And that's a major let off there for Killucan. David Bryan's kick goes to the... Where's Pádraig Levy? Sent forward by Barry Nee. Nee finds Brian Smith. Spit with the head down. Still going. Brian Smith right for the kick. Is blocked down. Taken by Tony Doyle. Tony Doyle across the box. And Derek Wallace will see that one out. Or will he take possession of it? It'll probably go over the line anyway. No, he keeps it in play. And he comes away with the ball. And passes it off to Jason Wallace, I think. He goes to ground. It is Jason Wallace. He goes to ground. So a yellow card for James Nugent. Good ball. Oh, Liam O'Reilly misses it. Dwayne Maher is there. He doesn't win it though. Conor Jordan does. Great play there by Tony Doyle. Brian Smith gets the ball into his hands. The left footed solo. And then the right footed kick pass straight into the hands of Andrew Hedgeon. Wallace still going forward. Gets the ball to Dwayne Maher. Killucan are defending fantastically. Dwayne Maher outside of the right boot. Oh, that's some score if it goes over. That's a great score by Dwayne Maher. He had a split second to shoot. He took the shot outside of the right boot and it sails over the black spot. Fantastic score by the Ballinaccarrigy full forward. And he puts a goal between the teams again. As Barry Kelly calls for the ball, it's going to be half time. So, an entertaining first half. It looked like Killucan were going to run away with it there halfway through the second half, or the first half, when they scored four unanswered points in quick succession. Dwayne Maher outside of the boot point has brought Ballinaccarrigy back into this one, and it's all to play for in the second half with a difficult breeze, I suppose, for both sides. We leave you here at half time. Killucan leading on a scoreline of 7-4. Welcome back to the second half. We are as we left you at 7-4 in favour of Killucan. We're about to get underway. Barry Kelly just checking everything's okay as he waits to throw in the ball. He has thrown in the ball and the second half is on, as Noel Lynch wins the first ball in the second half for Killucan and gets it off to John Shaw, who gets it to Barry Nee, who gets it to Paul Braiody. Braiody dispossessed by Jason Wallace to Derek Wallace to Andrew Hedgeon, gets a good ball off to Maher. Maher stopped in his tracks, turns back, right for the kick in towards Liam O'Reilly, a great ball. Liam O'Reilly fails to get it. Oh, he does, he gets it the second time as he fouled. No, referee says play on. He gets it back to Jason Wallace. Jason Wallace, right for the kick by Jason Wallace. It looks good. That's a great score by Jason Wallace. A fantastic score by Jason Wallace. His first score of the game since his introduction. And David Bryan brings the ball out to the 21. I think the kicks out to the middle of the field towards Pádraig Levy. Levy's up, he doesn't win it, Noel Lynch does. 2 points between the teams here. There's going to be very little between these teams again, one would imagine, as Barry Nee sends the ball out towards Brendan McKeown. McKeown now, the sharpshooter in the first half, a right foot kick. Well, that's not going to go anywhere, only dropping in. But can a Ballycarrigy man win it? Or a Killucan man even, as James Nugent did win it. He drove it over the bar, but it didn't matter anyway because the whistle had been blown. And the whistle had been blown. And the free's taken. Pádraig Levy sends it towards James Nugent to John Shaw to Brian Smith. Smith runs into the tackle, doesn't get the free. Tony Doyle, right for a kick by Tony Doyle, it's hanging in the air. Richard Price comes out, he does very well, he fists it away. And Jason Wallace sends the ball off the far side towards Dwayne Maher. Tony Doyle towards John Shaw. John Shaw turns back inside, sends it, and good ball this side towards Paul Braiody. Braiody still going, hand passes it off, he loses the ball. He loses the ball and then he's fouled and it's going to be a free. Mark Wallace finds Dwayne Maher. Dwayne Maher is met by a hefty challenge by Paul Connaughton. But he gets the ball off towards Gary Wallace. Wallace into the corner towards Liam O'Reilly. Liam O'Reilly still going. Has he gone out over the line? He has gone out over the line, and a line ball to Killucan, taken quickly by Barry Nee. Noel Lynch wins it, hand passes it off to Niall Flanagan. Niall Flanagan, a great ball out towards Brian Smith. Smith is up, he doesn't win it though. And Willie Murtagh gets it off to Paul McDonald. Paul McDonald to Mark Wallace. Mark Wallace in the corner towards Dwayne Maher. Dwayne Maher right for the kick. Oh, is it? No, it's gone out to the left and wide. David Bryan places the ball on the tee. Conor Jordan sends the ball in. Willie Maguire is there. Willie Maguire's toppled over by Brendan McKeown. Mark Murphy. Murphy to Willie Murta. Willie Murta. And then by a late challenge by John Shaw. And now there's shoulders going in left, right and centre. So here comes the free, taken quickly towards Mark Wallace. Wallace is fouled. And the book is shown. Is it the book shown to Nugent again after his yellow card? Or did he give him a... No, I didn't give him a second yellow card. Mark Wallace seems to be back to his feet. He looks like he's going to play on. Pat Jordan still warms up for Ballycarrigy. Declan McGuinness takes that ball, gets it off to Liam O'Reilly. Liam O'Reilly turning and twisting, trying to get himself space. The ball's eventually pulled on there by Paul Connaughton as Paul McDonald comes across. Paul McDonald finds Liam O'Reilly. Liam O'Reilly towards Mark Murphy. Mark Murphy to Gary Wallace. Gary Wallace turns, grip locked down. Wallace is still in possession. He's dragged to the ground. A free into Ballycarrigy and a chance for Dwayne Maher to put the minimum between the sides. The second half really hasn't picked up at all. 7-4 at half time to Killucan. This is a chance for Ballycarrigy's second score of the second half. Jason Wallace got one from play. Can Dwayne Maher get one from a free? He can. As you hear from the crowd, and it's Dwayne Maher's third score of the game, a second free of the game. And it's now 7 points to 6. Killucan yet to score in the second half as we come up to the 10-minute mark. Here comes David Bryan's kick. Hanging in the air, ball breaks down. Ballycarrigy win it back. Jason Wallace. Noel Lynch goes down the ball and wins it and gives a great ball towards Brendan McHugh. Great vision there by Noel Lynch as Brendan McHugh hand passes it into the run of Tony Doyle, but fantastic play by Willie Murta at half back for Ballycarrigy as he sends that ball down the line towards Mark Murphy. Murta and Murphy linking up well, a late challenge. Ger Hedgeon still has it. Jason Wallace is there, Ger Hedgeon was there. Good strength by Ger Hedgeon as he sends it towards Mark Wallace. Great pass by Mark Wallace. Declan McGuinness. Oh, great block down. McGuinness is still going. Goes down to Dwayne Maher. Is this the equalising score? It is. That's gone over the bar. A great score by Dwayne Maher. 3 unanswered points. 3 unanswered points by Ballycarrigy in this second half. Three unanswered points by Ballycarrigy in this second half means the sides are level now with 11 and a half minutes gone in the second half. So Ballycarrigy with the upper hand now. The momentum is all on their side as David Bryan steps up to take the kick out. Wallace sends it out towards Dwayne Maher. Maher and Connaughton fighting hard for that ball. Well, it's going to go over the line. It has gone out over the line, and it's going to be a line ball to Kalukan as Connaughton. Oh, he did well to get away with that one as he finds Flanagan. Flanagan sends it in. McHugh. Brendan McHugh is foul and a free to Kalukan. Stephen Morley looks set to come on. So Paul Briotti coming off. Stephen McHugh going on as that ball drops in. It's gone into the back of the net. And it looks like it's James Nugent. It's hard to know who got the last flick, but it looks like it's James Nugent. And just when it looked like Ballycarrigy were coming back into this one, they're drawing things level. They look like they had all the momentum, and Kalukan are just after turning the game back on its head with a great goal by James Nugent. I think the goal has been credited to James Nugent as Richard Price was beaten. And a good kick out this side of the field, but Lynch is up and he wins it. A free kick from Pádraig Levy is flicked into the net as Pádraig Levy just shrugs off two challenges, gets it to Flanagan, and Flanagan out the far side. A good ball towards McHugh, but it's going to go out over the line. And out for a line ball. What a great lift there for Kalukan. As Ballycarrigy win the ball back. Derek Wallace is fouled by John Shaw. Shaw still the only one of the Kalukan forwards not to have scored. Liam O'Reilly to take this free. Long ball in. Dwayne Maher goes up, doesn't win it. Jason Wallace is there. Flanagan is there. Niall Flanagan is very well. Is he fouled? He gets the hand pass off. But Mark Wallace will win that one anyway. He gets it off towards Gary Wallace. Gary Wallace is fouled. And a free into Ballycarrigy. It's going to be a free, and it's going to be Gary Wallace to take. Gary Wallace, that looks good. That's a magnificent score by Gary Wallace. His third score of the game, his third free of the game. And now this 8 points for Ballycarrigy, 1-7 for Kalukan. So 1-7 to Kalukan, 8 points to Ballycarrigy. It's 4 points for Dwayne Maher, 2 frees and 2 from play. 3 frees for Gary Wallace and a point from Jason Wallace. The 1-7 for Kalukan, a goal and a point for James Nugent, 2 points for Brendan McHugh and a point each for Noel Lynch, Brian Smith, Tony Doyle, and the man that's just gone off, Paul Briotti. Pádraig Levy is going to leave it down for Barry Nee to take. Barry Nee sends it out the far side. Has it gone out over the line? It has gone out over the line. And the line ball is to Ballycarrigy. As Paul Greville, man with the injured shoulder, seems to be coming on for Kalukan. He is going to come on for Kalukan. So Paul Greville is coming on. And he's the second Kalukan substitute who's coming off. Brian Smith is making way. So Brian Smith is coming off. A man has got a point. And Ballycarrigy coming away with the ball. It's going to over the line though. It's going to be line ball to Kalukan. So It's nearly 17 minutes of play gone here at Cusack Park. 2 points between the teams. It's still really anybody's game as Wallace takes that ball in his own half-back line, gets it off to William Maguire. William Maguire to Ger Hedgewan. Ger Hedgewan. A good ball this side of the field, but Donny Carey is there. Donny Carey is pushing the back, and it's going to be a free to Killucan. Barry needs to take. Barini sends it in. Oh, Paul McDonald drops it. And here's Greville, the substitute. And an instant impact as he puts the ball over the bar. Paul McDonald drops the ball. Paul McDonald drops the ball and Paul Greville slots the ball over the bar. Willie Murtagh. Tony Doyle sends it in towards Brendan McHugh. Ball's going to overlay and Tony Doyle's going to take the line ball. So on for Ballincarrigy, it's Michael Lorne for Jason Wallace, I think, as that ball goes in. It's kept in play by John Shaw. Great play. Or is it John Shaw? I think it could have been Nugent. He got it back to John Shaw, and John Shaw put the ball out to the right and wide, and crowd reaction, it seemed like it was gone over and it gone wide though. So Jason Wallace comes off, Michael Lorne goes on, so the substitution is just a reversal of the substitution in the first half as that ball goes out the far side. Conor Jordan's up. Conor Jordan fists it into the hands of William Maguire. William Maguire finds Michael Lorne. Lorne hits it into the corner towards Dwayne Maher. Will Maher keep that on in play? He looks like he will keep it in play. No, he won't keep it in play. So 1-8. To 8. A goal between the teams. It looks like Killucan will win this one as it stands with 9.5 minutes to go. Here comes Mark Wallace. And we'll oh wait, hold on. Dwayne Maher. Maher to Ger Hedgewan. Oh, great defending. Great defending by Conor Jordan. Great defending by Conor Jordan as Liam O'Reilly went to take the quick line, or to take the quick 45. Great defending there by Conor Jordan. Here comes Willie Murtagh. Oh, looks good. It looks very good. It's a great kick by Willie Murtagh. A great kick by Willie Murtagh. As Pat Jordan comes in. Pat Jordan coming in, Ger Hedgewan coming off. So, 8 minutes to go. David Bryan brings the ball out to the 21. 2 points between the teams. David Bryan's kick. Comes to the middle of the field, flicked on. Good ball towards Dwayne Maher. And Maher's through now. And Dwayne Maher going. And Dwayne Maher still going. And Dwayne Maher's dragged to the ground. That's going to be a free in. And there's surely going to be a card out here. There's surely going to be a card out here. And this will leave 1 point. Gary Wallace will slot this one over for his 4th point of the game. Connaughton seems to have got a yellow card. So this, the 1 point between the teams, and leave us with a grandstand finish. Gary Wallace with 3 frees to his name. This will be his 4th. It is his 4th. He just slots it over the bar. A great score by Gary Wallace. So Liam Riley has been, or Rory Riley even, has been switched over to Dwayne Maher. Paul Connaughton on to Declan McGuinness. Connaughton has to be careful, he's on a yellow card. But David Bryan drives that ball out to the middle of the field, up to go again. It's flicked on. It's going to be a free though to Killucan, and possession is vital around this time. Shane Levy looks like he's going to be coming on for Killucan. Out for a long time with a knee injury. Park Levy's going to take this free. He takes it quickly to Stephen Morley. Morley sends that ball across. It's a poor ball though, and Tony Doyle won't keep that ball in play. Now Ballycarrigy can they drive the ball up the field again. Extra time necessary here today. That was a great interception by Park Levy. John Shaw. Greville is there. Paul Greville left for a kick. Has that gone over the bar? Oh, it's a fantastic score by Paul Greville. And what a substitute to be able to bring in the likes of Paul Greville to come in and turn the game around. 2 fantastic points by Paul Greville since he's come in. And he puts 2 points between the teams again as Richard Price's kick goes out the far side. It's taken by Killucan, and go kick out. Finds Mark Murphy. Murphy to Mark Wallace. Wallace into Dwayne Maher. Maher still going. He seemed to be fouled. Dwayne Maher right for the kick. Oh, what a score by Dwayne Maher. It's gone over and there's 1 point between the teams again. Oh, fantastic score by Dwayne Maher. Declan McGuinness in support. He didn't need to use him. Shane Levy's coming in for Killucan now. Who's coming off? So Shane Levy coming in, John Shaw moving back to the back line, and Porrick Connaughton is coming off, and with 4.5 minutes to go here in Cusack Park, it couldn't be any closer in a scoreline of 1-9 to 11. But I suppose it could be if it was a draw, but the minimum between the teams as Porrick Connaughton leaves the field, and David Bryan's kick comes this side of the field, and up they go, and who's going to win it? It's a Killucan man that has it, and it's Nugent. Nugent hand pass it off, but Andrew Hedgeron intercepts again. Great play by the Ballycarrigy fullback as Pat Jordan finds Declan McGuinness. Oh, Declan McGuinness, a terrible play there, but great bravery there by Mark Wallace to win it back. And Mark Wallace a left foot kick, a hit and hope towards Dwayne Maher. Riley goes up, seemed to be a push in the back. Referee says play on. Barry Nee goes down in the ball, and John Shaw's back. John Shaw now, can he get the ball away? He can. He gets it cleared. Oh, fantastic catch by Mark Wallace, and he's fouled in the process. And he's Andrew Hedgeron to take the free. He takes it quickly to Mark Murphy. Is there an equalising score on Ballycarrigy now? Willie Murta finds Derek Wallace. Derek Wallace to Declan McGuinness. Declan McGuinness, right for the kick. Oh, it's gone out to the right and wide, and it's so much time and space. Maybe he rushed that, but as Ballycarrigy make another substitution. So Gordon Colo coming on. Gordon Colo coming on, and who's coming off? It's Griffith Carney that's coming off. Free out to Killucan. Free out to Killucan. 2.5 minutes to go. I can't imagine there'll be much stoppage time. As that ball goes in. Oh, Andrew Hedgeon takes it the second time of asking. And he finds Mickey Lauren, who gives the ball away. No, he doesn't actually. He gets it to William Maguire, and William Maguire to Mark Wallace. Mark Wallace to Dwayne Maher. Dwayne Maher takes it. Great play by Dwayne Maher. Dwayne Maher. Oh, has it gone? Oh, it's gone out to the left and wide. It's gone out to the left and wide, and when it left his boot, it looked like it was going over the bar. How did it go wide? David Bryan's kick. Dropping in between the 45 and 65. Noel Lynch goes up, doesn't win it. Killucan have it back. It's Shane Levy. Levy hand passes off to Tony Doyle. Tony Doyle just turns and kicks it. Paul McDonald goes up. Oh, doesn't win it. And it's going to be a line ball, and is it going to be? It's going to be Paul Greville, and it looks like he's going to have a go. Or is he? He's not going to have a go. He's going to leave it for Pádraig Levy to drop this one in. So the last high ball Pádraig Levy dropped in resulted in a goal. That one's dropping short again. Richard Price is there. Good catch by Richard Price. Gives it off to Paul McDonald. Paul McDonald steps back inside. Gets it to Willie Murta. Willie Murta to Paul McDonald. Oh, he's blocked down. He hand passes into the centre to Willie Maguire. Maguire gets it to Pat Jordan. Pat Jordan to Colo. Colo to Mark Wallace. Mark Wallace still going. Still coming away with the ball and sends it toward Dwayne Maher. Rory Riley makes the interception. Pat Jordan. Has it gone out over the lane? It's not. Has it gone out now? It's going to be a free to Killucan. It's going to be a free to Killucan. We're a half a minute into injury time. This is one of the best intermediate finals in recent years, and how's it going to end? Is there time for Killucan or Ballycarrick to get up the field and get a score? Brian Nugent is coming on for Killucan. Tony Doyle is coming off, and Tony Doyle gets a standing ovation here as Pádraig Levy drives that ball in. The full-time whistle hasn't gone yet, so there's still time. Who has it? It's a Killucan man. It's Shane Levy. He gives the ball away. Oh, Mark Wallace doesn't hang on to it. Paul Greville. Greville to win the game. It's gone over the bar, and Paul Greville, the super sub, hits his third point of the game, and he has surely won it for Killucan now. Paul Greville puts the ball over the bar as the kick out's taken quickly. And here come Ballycarrick, and now only a goal will do. Having time and giving the ball away like that's not going to do either, as Killucan still come. A long ball in over the top. Derek Wallace is there. He's played fantastic all game today. Both sets of players putting in a fantastic effort. As one last attack now for Ballycarrick. Mark Murphy is there. Murphy to Wallace. Wallace, or Liam O'Reilly's inside. He gets it to Pat Jordan. Pat Jordan. Pat Jordan is fouled. It's going to be a free in. Have the time to put this one over the bar and look for an equalising score. There's great drama here in Cusack Park again today. Huge drama the last day. The same again today. very little between the two sides at both occasions. Well, there's nothing between them the last day. There's 2 points at the moment. What do Ballycarrigy do? Does Wallace just touch it over the bar, go for the equalising score? Have they got time? He's obviously talking to Barry Kelly, seeing if he has enough time. So well, here comes Wallace. Wallace puts it in, puts it over the bar. Wallace puts it in and puts it over the bar. Pat Jordan swung out at somebody. Pat Jordan could be in trouble. A red card for Pat Jordan. A red card for Pat Jordan. Once it's all going on off the ball now, there must be one last attack in this game, because I doubt Gary Wallace would have just tapped it over the bar if there was. So we're rooted into injury time. 4.5 minutes of injury time. David Bryan to take this kick out. He's in no hurry to take it. Well, possession is absolutely vital here. The whistle doesn't go. Up they go the middle of the field. Ballycarrigy have it. No, they don't. Killoughcan can have it. No, Ballycarrigy have it. And here comes Wallace. Oh, Wallace loses it. Gordon Colo. Is he fouled? He's fouled and free out. Oh, is there one last attack? Here comes. Is there an equalising score on Ballycarrigy? Well, they got one in deep injury time last time. William Maguire, he's nobody to kick it to. Does he just drive it long, or does he work it up the field? It's intercepted. William Maguire turns back inside. Andrew Hedgewan. Hedgewan now to Gordon Colo. Here come Ballycarrigy. Drives it long. Paul McDonald is there. McGuinness. It could be a full-time whistle, and there goes the free, there goes the full-time whistle. The 2005 intermediate champions are Killoughcan, and they've won in an absolutely dramatic fashion here in Cusack Park. Who would have thought we could have had such a entertaining replay? They say the replays never live up to the first game. Well, it lived up to it today, and what a fantastic game and what a fantastic finish. And Killoughcan have won at 110 to 12 points. I will pass you down to the